I like the music. Family. Wow, that is one flag right there. We got the big word that YouTube will not allow me to say. Maybe not even show. No, I can't show nor say. Alright, well that's my poetry gang. Hi again, Fitz. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging around. Thanks for keeping me your promise, Fitz. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like you deserved any slack. I already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I didn't know if you planned to come here or hang out or what. But if you did take us seriously, then you would see at the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Manaka and manga. Manaka is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Fitz always gives it his best as long as we're having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Two really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Fitz become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you already even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. I was trying to say yeah, but that just came out, so and like those like anime-ish tone. Me? I'm not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Why haven't I stopped actually? Hold up. I must... Actually... Nah, I'm too lazy to stop recording. It'll let me know, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm still recording with 30 minutes in this beer. I'll probably stop once it reaches an hour, then I have a problem. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, look, here. Reaches in the back, pulls out a book. Didn't want you to feel like left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. I don't have reading as my hobby, but, if I see a book I like, Resident Evil, or I like it, I'll pick it up. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. You guys take the book. Yeah. Well, you can sit, read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Mara to kick off scheduled activities for the club. Doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. His face is buried in a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down at the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep by now. Close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. This festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is, the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that, you know. Maybe we just need a way of showing to everyone something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm, that doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we do come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Burgers! Why is it always cupcake? I want In-N-Out burgers, 4x4s, some maybe well done fries. I'm fine with regular fries, but there's well done fries if you want that. Well, well, but yeah. And a hot cocoa with marshmallows. Aha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcake it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. It's just such a nice meal. I mean, why do we always gotta discuss cupcakes as our first thought of meal, you know? I'm not a sweet kind of guy. I'm more of a, I don't know, beef, meat, fruits mostly. I love fruits. Oh, I was supposed to read that. Find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But then lies the unexpected reason I admired her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, but my eyes find space in my vision. Fell out of my chair. Damn right, hold up now. You know, I'm not that far away from the TV. TV's wide, so it's really awkward. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Is this why we're looking at the perspective of anime? All boys looking at life in anime. We gotta live in the real world, buddy. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monaco overheard. It's chill though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sorry. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. You can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's raining all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it raining all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking all around the place. Ah. I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. Why did I just got my voice so deep? I think it was because I was trying to freaking sound angry or irritated. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I don't know what stain else it is. But nobody would ever notice that. Or of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't even... Ah, my knee! I hit my... Ah, that was sensitive. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you thank me later. So the button or the blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. Okay though. Probably will like this. Aren't you? I guess so. Hey, be careful. Don't let it cut off. Why? Is this one so gross? Struggle to close it. Just. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. Wait, I actually said the word sigh. Uh, if you had bought it, you would have noticed that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Let's get bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... doesn't feel strange places button up like that. It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Places once more. Phew. That's so much better. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that's like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend that he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And take care of me better than anyone else in the world would. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? Did I say anything embarrassing? Jeez. Oh, Fitz. How you doing? You gotta man up, mate. All this manga anime shit make you weak. You know, I didn't read it. Why? Well, I didn't like the art style. But that was also because it makes you act like those freaking... It actually makes you act like Natsuki with that... no, I didn't mean it that way. Up. Shut up. No stuttering. You say what you gotta say. You don't think. You just say it, and then you think, and then you get it 15 years later. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Bye. It's a deal. I guess we really are better to take care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Fitz, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I know Natsuki isn't gonna be the one that enjoys my poem the most. But Yuri, on the other hand, definitely will. Take note. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Hey, I love writing. As much as it pains my freaking fingers. I mean, I have a whole lump on my middle finger. But at the end of the day, it's just a joy to write. I couldn't really find any inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poem. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. To her hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Cody and Monica's pristine, fine, ready for where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Well, I don't know what to go for actually. It's either Yuri or Sayori. Sayori is who we know more. Yuri, on the other hand, is who we, you know, is more complied to like it. But choices like this, they make me overthink, like, this is definitely gonna be important. Like, once we do this, we can't go back. It's gonna mess up everything we built upon. I'm going Sayori! Sharing with Sayori first. This is my good friend after all. She's gonna find it like, oh my goodness, this is so good, Fitz. Eh? I love it. I had no idea I was such a good writer. Sorry. Must be seriously overreacting. If I'm not a good writer at all, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, It's not just a poem, it's a Fitz poem. It, it's so corny, Yuri. Sorry, because if I say Yuri, we have a Yuri. Um, it makes that extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Hugs the sheet against her chest. It's so weird, sorry. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention that person. Well, of course. Not really into it yet. Doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Fitz. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's sometimes that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, gonna know that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Well, I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna just start doing it in her tone. Makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out bed. Make me rub the sleepier from my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little. You can't answer just a little bit. It's yes. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still try my best. Ah, yeah. Didn't mean it to say that was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. Made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I do too. But since I'm the most loneliest person, or at least I look like the most loneliest person ever, I don't get cranky at anyone at all. At least I don't think so. Drama really helped me for that. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hold up, I got a burp. There you go. This was so much fun. Anika's the best. Ah, yeah. The next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I next look? Okay, alright, so there's no wrongdoings. I guess I'll go Yuri. Here's the poem. When it passes more than enough time for us to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. Guess that might be after reading through it? Ah, so it's bad. Bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? So sorry. Couldn't help but notice there's been several minutes. There's been several minutes and we haven't really gone anywhere. It might take Yuri to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of want to pick on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yurina finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding anything and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure Yuri's apologizing to herself to me, but Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Alright, we're running out of time with the whole hour-length video, so we're gonna pause it right here. Actually, no. I gotta get to a checkpoint. Shit. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. And Yuri still has dreaming as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of the present by living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Huh? That's so relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. If it wasn't too short, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad I liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something too easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Yuri, actually the story isn't about ghosts at all, Fitz. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only a being symbolically compared to a ghost, living in it, last remaining comfort, unable to let go of the past. It's soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on new things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. What should I fill next? Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. It's a little blunt. Oh, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, is that cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, Jesus can run, eagles can fly. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna say it. Not my most favorite one, but that last part, people could try. People could try, but that's about it. Those two lines? Ooh, I like that, actually. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? The writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things, it can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is about simple writing is that put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it out fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. So humor with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud and I won't take that away from her. Who should I film next? Alright, my recording's about to run out, so I might as well stop here and re-record again. Hi, Fitz. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Honestly, I can't think for myself. I literally, if things work out for me, what is there to change for me to like it even better? I mean, there still has to be rules obligated, and if others are enjoying the rules just as me, then why change it? um, I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yep. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry about it, Fitz. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I'm a Monaco poem. I like this one. Makes me think about Sayori with like. That's so. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, maybe good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. And if it's shown in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that kind of vibe I get when you're a poem. You're sure you're not reading into it much? Aha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sori's way has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who know that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, it's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a whole while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Let's see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards the other kind's style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, not very good. So I'm very confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? See. Oh, read it then. Hole in the wall. Doesn't have... It couldn't have been me. See? The direction, the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I wheel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Was it too bright? Was it too deep? Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Popular, say. I am such a mixed bag with popularity, like, sometimes I'm able to catch up on the train, sometimes I'm like, I don't get it, or never heard of it. I mean, have you seen the TikTok challenges that would be appearing on the news because of how dumb they are? I would never hear about it, because one, I don't have TikTok, and two, I just don't want to be going over at the internet from time to time. I'm stuck in my gaming zone, and whatever I like about the internet, which would be YouTube, and repeating the cycle over and over again. Hell, I'm pretty sure I have more rewatches there than finding new things. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And empathy. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after someone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Maruko's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get yourself down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it this is, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big puddle of ink. So just move your hand. Go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Phew. Guess that's everyone. That's around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. Yeah. So, if I was to rank the poems that I've read, Natsuki gets the first place, in all honesty. I just, it's simplistic. Guess we could relate towards beans, I suppose. I like that. The last two lines definitely hit. The rest is like, but then it builds up towards the last two lines, which is pretty great. Second place goes to, I guess Yuri. I don't know. I just like, I don't know what I was reading there, but I did like that little. I don't know what I like about Yuri. I honestly, I forget. I'm already forgetting everyone's poems. They're judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. You know, they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Yes, that's why I ended up getting myself into. Plus the room, Sayori and Maruko are happily chatting. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're digitally exchanged sheets of paper sharing their perspective poems. As I read in the tandem, I watched their expressions change. Natsuki by frustration, so sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki decisions turns to a poem disc with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feelings of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I wasn't looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fitz did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer. I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Fitz liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. So he suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. You're just jealous that Fitz appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Ha! How do you appreciate my advice more? Alright, drop on, let's go! All ears. You're full of yourself. If I was full of myself, I would be deliberately going out of my way, making everything I do over earnestly cutely. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs were That's okay. That's a wait. Okay. Whoa. That's that's not true. Good old subspecies, the simple writing is more effective. Yeah, whoa. What's the point of making your poems all concluded for no reasons? That meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have figured it out. Help me explain that to our Fitz. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fitz? Well? How do I get myself dragged in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Well, I agree with, they'll probably think of more highly of me. But that's what it is. Oh, sorry. Boy, I need to go rewatch that because, yeah, I'm gonna stop my clip here because I'm gonna go review real quick. Of the conversation and knowing the topic, which is basically, would we prefer writing in a more overcomplicated way or the most simpler way. Now, I would go for Sayori, but seeing that at my last saying being that they will think highly of me, if I choose neither, they're both going down in the relationship I'm trying to build up. You know, we're trying to have an equal relationship, an equal loyalty of one another. So I'm not trying to risk a whole both goes down because, hey, I was gonna be, free towards one lady, but I'm tapping all you ladies around here. I know what. Otherwise, after much consideration and seeing that there's no option. At least I don't think, because that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that it won't appear later on where I was like, "What's your favorite poem throughout this day?" And I'm obviously gonna say Natsuki. And if that comes to it, it's definitely gonna go down with more Yuri. I don't know. This is it's either between Natsuki or help me, sorry. You know, I like simple themes. I can't take in every. I'm going for it. All right. Um, Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has the point. I think that I racked my brain and attempt to back myself up. Think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. At least the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did. It did, didn't it? Ha! Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whined. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even if small criticism can lead into something pretty hated. Cuts over my shoulder. Sorry is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah, this got surprised. Thanks for noticing. She really mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Ways like that, I can feel bad for us now. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize to me, Fitz. Sheesh. Squeeze his breath. I think about, whatever, stop staring at me! Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, I think about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Sayori looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, they're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sorry? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, sorry. What's her in the shoulder? Huh? Well, we're past that. Everyone read each other's poems, right? Hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Fitz. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we get used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ahaha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Fitz, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned about something about your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself. I did learn a little bit about some kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. That's myself with newfound determination. Fitz! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Beats on me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry. Well, about what happened earlier. Eh, what do you mean? No, between Yuri and Natsuki, this kind of thing happen often? No, no, no! That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't, you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate on them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Fitz, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day's going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Want to save this for today? Oh no, not a save. But obviously there's multiple save files, so I might as well start saving. Oh well, gents, that's about it for me. I'm gonna go start. I probably might actually continue playing this because now I'm interested in this story.